Welcome back, one and all. My name's Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Tyranny, where we left off last time. We had reactivated the tower at Lethian's Crossing, called Sunset Spire. We chose the Forge upgrade, so we're going to see how that goes for us. It's going to be pretty interesting, I think. There's
Second Spire has awoken to your presence.
a person.
This is fascinating, and I admit enviable. If it turns out your connection to the Spires invites death and woe, my jealousy might wane a bit.
Almost guaranteed that's going to happen.
I've been mulling over that structure we found atop Vendrian's well. Would you be opposed to me studying the sculpture in closer detail?
No, go for it.
I'd perhaps work a spell or two near the structure. Simple cantrips of gravelight by which to read and inspect, but I will not poke or shove the thing in any way physical or mystical.
You don't need to ask my permission.
Thank you. Next time we have a good moonlit night, I best settle in and see what sort of magic perturbations I can sense from the sculpture.
You do that.
What is it you need?
Nothing right now. I need to talk to the Master of Smiths. The forge fires burn bright, Fatebinder. Volus bows low before you. How may I serve you? I found this hilt in the old walls. What can you tell me about it? Looks like the hilt of Sentinel, one of the finest swords the Forgebound have ever made. With this, I could recreate it if you want. Is there anything else I can do for you? Yeah. Forge something for me. Let's take a quick look at what we can make. We can make an artifact called Commander's Plate. We don't have the crafting requirements. We don't have... Actually, I don't know what we don't have. Where does it say? Oh, here we go. We need recruits. We need 5 recruits at the Forge to do it. But it makes some pretty neat looking armor. Armor 6 heavy bronze armor, and it gives us the thing called redeploy, which, oh, it just moves our people around. Elegance is a spear. We're not too worried about spears. Sentinel, however, we might be very interested in. Vigilant, 5% health while has wounds every 6 seconds. So I heal constantly, but again, we need more recruits at the Forge. We don't have any recruits at the Forge yet, apparently. Pride of the Forgotten. We don't have any recruits at the Forge. We have 0, so we do need more recruits, so we can actually start making these weapons. That being said, we should be able to upgrade Barrack here. I found reference to a dagger called Heart's Blood. What can you tell me about it? Heart's Blood? Really? Let me see that book. He looks at it. This is incredible. Unfortunately, the information in that book isn't sufficient for me to recreate it. If you were to get me more information on it, I could probably make it for you. Tell me about the Forge. If you want to upgrade your weapons and armor, you can use any of the anvils. It should be a simple enough task if you have the materials. That's it. Okay, so we're going to try and upgrade Barrack. So we can upgrade Barrack's armor at the total cost of 5 bronze rings and 1 ingot. I think it's worthwhile. It takes 5 hours and it will upgrade his heavy armor to 2, which is significantly better. We need more recruits to upgrade it further, however. But we can upgrade all of the pieces individually, so let's get that one done. It's going to cost us a little bit of money, but you know what? Worth it so that our tank doesn't die as fast. And there we go. I wonder if we can upgrade things like our weapon. We need 6 recruits to do that, actually, so maybe not. Can we upgrade artifacts? That's a good question. We can. We can make them more powerful, significantly more powerful, actually. So it might be worthwhile to upgrade those weapons in the future. What's your weapon? Is it worth upgrading your weapon? Oh, we need more recruits. Okay. So how do we get more recruits, I wonder? That is something we're going to have to look into, because I'm not quite sure how to get more recruits just yet. Maybe we have to leave people. We have Ebb here, so technically we have 1 recruit here, in theory. Who are you?
Good day, Fatebinder.
Oh, Siren, right.
What do you need?
Nothing right now. We're good. Do I want Siren back in my group, though, is the question. She is very, very powerful. Her songs are really good, but then again, so is our Beast Woman. She's actually quite powerful as well. I'm actually going to give her more accuracy so she hits things more often. And I'm also going to give her that triple attack ability that we gave her before, but we never got around to using because we had to die a couple times to win that fight. Alright, so things are looking up in Lethian's Crossing. We can probably go down and talk to the Forgebound for now. See what they have to say about things. And then we'll go from there. I'm not really sure where we're supposed to go off to now. Maybe go talk to our boss again. Might be a good idea as well. Because we kind of figured out what was going on in Lethian's Crossing. We also have a brand new mirror helmet stuck on our head. We need more recruits at the Spire so we can make better items, of course. And we're also going to have to take a look at shops. We want to buy as much iron as we can, because it's going to be very, very worthwhile. So we'll stop by all the merchants. Oh, again? What now? Fatebinder, it's good to see you alive. With all the commotion coming from inside the old walls, Eldian was beginning to worry about you. He sent me to find you should you return to Lethian's Crossing. Without a garrison here to protect us, the noises were disconcerting to say the least. Everyone here will sleep a little better knowing you've returned safely to us. The challenges of the old walls could never stop me from protecting Lethian's Crossing. We are grateful for your protection. He bows deeply and then runs off.
Let's be off.
I thought it was going to be like, a new army has shown up again. And I was going to be like, oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Thank you for bowing to me, random people. So we're going to quickly do some store stuff. We had a couple really action-packed videos, and now it's time to sort of come down a little bit, sell some things, like this cursed choker, for example, unless we get a regeneration thing. You know what would work amazing, actually? This cursed choker with the 10% extra damage, in consort with the thing that increases our health by 5% when we're wounded every couple seconds. Those would pretty much cancel each other out, I think, and that would be an amazing combination, so we should not sell this. We'll keep the diamond in case it's a crafting material that we need, but we can take a look at our arms and armor to see if there's anything to sell in regards to that. So, way less armor. I'm going to sort this by item type, so we can do this quickly. Worse. Let's go through really quick and see if there's any upgrades that we've picked up along the way. Sometimes I am not the best at... what does this do, sorry? What's Ethereal do? Oh, right, Graze Deflections, right. Sometimes I'm not the best at making sure I sell things, or equip things and sell things in a orderly fashion. We don't have anyone that uses daggers, so this can go straight into the trade window. Same with that Bronze War Mace. Let's take a look at Lantry. Does any of this stuff appeal to you? No. Surprisingly, no. I would have thought the Exquisite Bane Touch would be a little... Well, they are a little bit better in some ways, but worse in others, so... Not really worth it. And it's not looking like a lot of upgrades here. Okay. So we're going to sell all of this. Alright, this shield, is it any better? No, gone. Sanguine Scroll, that's that corrode damage AoE that we never ever use. And we never will, in all honesty. Graze Deflection we might use. Oh, there we go, regenerating plus that ring, we can totally pull that off. Let's do that, that's a pretty good combination. We're going to sell this junk. So we have 3 iron rings, 45 bronze rings, and 91 copper rings. Pretty good. We also get some miscellaneous junk, like gems, but we're going to kind of keep that... Oh, wait, these can be sold for sure. It just says that we can sell them. I don't know if we need any of that stuff, though. I'll keep all of this just in case. I know we picked up some recipes, and I also know we picked up at least 1 sigil that we should probably learn. And that's going to be pretty well it for our... Oops. For our, equipping things. Now, the thing about this is, if we throw these on, we're going to lose 1 quickness, 2 resolve. Not awful. But is it worth it currently for 10% health? Oh wait, hang on. This loses 1% health every 3 seconds, whereas the regenerating thing I think is once every 6 seconds. So we'll still be losing 0.5% every... Yeah, it's not worth it at this point in time. We are going to keep this bow for now. We're also going to keep Mercy for now. And we can probably sell that sword, I'm guessing. Yes, we should have sold that. Let's learn that. And there was another scroll as well we should probably learn. Oh, we already know it. We can sell it. So we'll check the next merchant.
I'll do it for the north.
We're looking for iron. That's pretty much it. Iron, almost exclusively. If she has iron for sale, I will buy it. But she does not. That being said, we're also going to sell this sword. And we're going to sell... nothing else really, actually. Was it just that sword? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're looking pretty okay for money. Sort of. Temporarily good for money. Let's just check if he's got any ingots lying around. Nope. He does have that really nice bow, though. And this cool looking dagger. But we're not going to use it. So we're not going to bother grabbing it. He's got a exquisite dagger. Not really important to us at the moment. We sold him a bunch of stuff, including apparently healing. Do we sell? No, we must have just had healing potions. Do we have this sigil? Yes. Do we have this one? Yes. We could get Wise, which is Will Defense. Mantle of Mirrors reflects hostile spells, potentially. Those are pretty nice. But all things considered, I don't think we need to buy anything from him currently.
Graven Ash protects.
So let's go across the bridge. There's at least 2 more shops on our way to Eldian. Well, sort of 1 more shop on the way to Eldian and then 1 just slightly out of the way. And we're just going to quickly check for goods. Nothing on her. What's a warrior's girdle do? Plus 10 athletics. That's sort of just okay. The last one is up here. The forge-bound shop. Now, I don't know how to get recruits. So we're going to have to figure that out. And I kind of want to figure that out quick so I can start recruiting them as soon as possible. Alright, Biotis, what do you got? Oh, right, she had that heirloom blade. That was pretty cool. I kind of wish we didn't sell it now. We probably could have upgraded it a couple times, and it would have been damn good. It's a tenderizer. Oh, right, that was a little bit worse. Okay. Do you have... what's that? Nothing. We sold a bunch of stuff to him very clearly. Not seeing anything of note. No iron, nothing. Let's quickly check the forge-bound place, just to see if there's any way to get recruits there. I'm hoping there is. It'd be nice, so that we could, my dog is flipping around his, metal bowl downstairs. Apparently he's grouchy. Or hungry, but he just had lunch, so he shouldn't be hungry. You! Can I recruit you? Atlantis surveys the room with an air of superiority. He addresses you without making eye contact. Is there something you want? Is there a problem? His eyes carefully watch Lahara as he answers you. Yes, but these are forge-bound matters, nothing that concerns the High Court of Tunon. I can assure you. What do you do here? I keep things running smoothly, upkeep mostly. He smiles coyly. I am also second in command to Lahara, so in case anything ever happens to her, I'm here to take charge. Fair enough. We've returned. I found the apprentice Garrick, which we should probably tell her. I've already spoken to him. The young weasel thought he could find rare metals in the old walls, did he? I'm more impressed that he returned with his life than anything you might have found. Thank you for your hard work, Fatebinder. You deserve a reward, at least. You look weary. Are you well? You look weary. Ecstatic. Her voice is matter-of-fact and a smile creeps in. The ritual of the forge links heart to hammer. My blood beats only when I strike my ingot. My forge runs too hot if my breath becomes too hurried. The bond is both fatiguing and exhilarating. Is that how you excel at your craft? Well, that in practice. But yes, the rituals link the senses to the materials and the body to the tools. My hand becomes a joint, the hammer the true end of my arm. I feel the heat of the forge as if it were the weather of the room. Under such circumstances, true focus can emerge. Couldn't that kill you? I should hope so, she laughs, her face blushing the color of molten metal. Better than being defiled and killed by brigands, poisoned by grain rot, or slain by childbirth. Would not a soldier wish to die in battle? True. Fascinating. Let's speak of other matters. I gotta go. She did something to me. Or gave me something? Something was upgraded. Something happened. I actually have no idea what happened. But that's okay. We did gain a level. I'm going to get accuracy, I think. Our offensive abilities are actually really high, which is really nice. But if I get more accuracy, we can eventually switch weapons up without worrying too much about our attack strength. Or we could go for speed. I think actually speed is probably better for us currently. And the only reason I say that is we get more ability cooldown speed, which is good for our big boom attacks, which we're using a lot of nowadays. Okay. We can boost the damage of you and our party for a short time. We can generate an aura that removes a harmful effect from you and each ally every few seconds. That sounds amazing. I don't know why I would ever not take that. And then we can move on with our next leadership ability, which will probably be boost morale, definitely. Yep, boost morale is going to be next. Because our two-handed weapon stuff is actually pretty good. We might take massive blow a little bit later on, but we'll work on that a little bit later. There is locked stuff here we can probably just borrow.
Got it.
Plans for Headhunter. And a Forge-bound hammer. One-handed exquisite weapon. It's definitely an upgrade for Barrack. Huge armor pen. DPS upgrade. A little bit less accurate, but that's okay. And then of course there is a Peridot, which is not particularly exciting. Garrick, how are you doing? Thank you for saving me from that foul place. You're welcome. It's good to know that you're still alive, sir. Alright, we're going to quickly talk to Lantry, like we said we were going to do in the last video, and then we are going to go talk to Eldian, who is next up on our list of people to visit. And then we're doing pretty good. I don't know where to go from here, so we're going to figure that out as well. This is the furthest... Well, this is always the furthest I've ever been, because I've never been anywhere beyond the point where my game crashed a while back, so... This is all brand new. Also, very long loading times. Still. Indefinitely. Alright, Lantry, what do you gotta say?
So, your latest acquisition has me thinking about the Spire some more. By all accounts, they go as far back as the old walls. Over the centuries, the nobles of the tiers have claimed the spires, but they've only ever battled over the land at the ground level of the monuments. I've never seen the glyphs of a spire light up in all my years. Not until you show up. If this were an isolated incident, I'd be confused. But it seems the spires, plural, are somehow connected to you. What's your secret?
I've studied at Tunon's feet, proclaimed edicts broken them too. I'm sure I've been exposed to all sorts of arcane powers. A long sigh escapes Lantry and he sticks his quill in his mouth, chewing on the tip. His head tilts from one side to the other, muttering inchoate half-words. I always want to know what you're thinking.
If I had the words for it, I'd share. I'm just not sure what to make of it. I'm realizing how much more there is to learn.
Well, let's get going anyways.
Graven Ash protects.
Apparently somebody is playing Civ 3. Older game, but it checks out. Let's go talk to Eldian. We now own the Sunset Spire, which is very cool. And we, of course, have our initial Spire. Also pretty damn cool. How do we get recruits, though? Good question, me. I don't know. Let's go talk to Eldian and see maybe that'll clear some things up for us. Hopefully. May the silence of peace and the jangling of rings follow you in all things. What can this old fool do for you? I've recovered the Magebane helm from Rhea. Eldian's face breaks in an enormous smile. Then he puts out his hands in joy. I knew you wouldn't fail. Now we can put it where it belongs. Please let me have it. I don't want you to have it, actually. Do we have to give it to him? I have to reclaim all the spires. Can I claim it? Is that a thing I can do? Well, I'm gonna keep the helmet. Or do I want it? Like, it's a good helmet. Let me take a look at it. We could probably use a different helmet if we needed to. It's a superior helmet that has plus 50% or plus 50 defense versus spells, which is actually really, really good. But, I mean, we could get a different helmet. We could go buy a different helmet because I sold all my helmets, stupidly. Thinking we didn't need them. We should probably give up the helmet. Okay, let's go look around for a helmet, and then we'll bring the helmet to him. We gotta find a helmet to replace this with first. Otherwise, we're not giving it to him. We'll keep it for... You know what, we're just gonna keep it anyways. I want my Mage Beam helmet, it's really cool. But I suppose that... it's such a tough call. But we've claimed the Spire, so the... I mean, the Bane shouldn't be near the old walls that we're currently at, should they? Once we claim the Spire, we shield... I'm not sure how that works, actually. Okay, what I'm going to do is take a break for 2 seconds. I'm going to go try and find a helmet to buy. And if I can find a good one, we'll give the Mage Bane helmet in. Back in 2 seconds, guys. Okay, guys, I figured out how to get recruits. So... there are several that we can hire. We're going to hire Ragus, a merchant who specializes in light armor. We're going to get Vora, metal armors. We're going to get Thantos, master of bronzing, who is, he does bronze ingots and armor. And then iron ingots and armor. Unique weapons, Tamarin. This is expensive, by the way. But now we have 5 out of 6 recruits at our Spire. Let's go back up there and see if we can upgrade anything. Because 5 is quite a lot. We also have a couple other places we can start to go now. Probably going to have to go back up to the Bastard City, at least for the time being. Check in with Tunen. Go from there. But first up, we're going to go to the top of our tower, which is right here. Do some upgrading, see if we can do any of it. We're going to try to do Barrack again, probably. Get him a little bit better off. Because he is our main tank. He has our taunt, and hopefully he will take our hits for us so we can do the heavy damaging. That being said, I'm also going to quickly check a couple other things while I'm here. So, we don't need that. Don't need anything. Go away. Please leave me alone for... Actually, Ragus, you're a merchant, right? What do you have for sale? Oh, this is the light armor guy. Never mind. Where's the other guys? Vora. Vora is the heavy armor one. Let's go take a look at what she has. If she has a helmet that is decent, maybe we'll pick that up and replace the Mage Bane with it. This helmet is the same sort of helmet. It has the same armor. Obviously, it's not as powerful. But we can drop the Mage Bane off at the town because we're good people. Or something like that. Still kind of sucks. You. Eltimar, the briefest of smile crosses his face, and it's gone just as quickly as the light flickers across it. If what they say is true about the magic of these spires, it will be my distinct honor to work with you among these forges. What do you got for me? He's got nothing. Okay, so he's just hired on. He hasn't made anything for us just yet. So if I wanted to upgrade, say, this weapon, I don't have enough recruits because you need the 6th recruit for it. But our DPS would go up to 9.03. Which puts it, I believe, is higher than this one. Yeah, this is only a DPS of 5.65, so that would actually be really good. In fact, this DPS is higher by quite a lot. Why am I not using this exactly? Oh, the DPS is way lower because she has specials to it. So, some of her special things give her higher DPS. Right, okay. That makes a lot of sense. We could... potentially upgrade. No, we can't upgrade this one. The Axe of the First Brother is as good as it gets, apparently. Can we upgrade the Mage Bane helm? No. Okay. I just wanted to check. Oh, maybe we can. I was clicking the wrong button. I was being stupid. Hang on. Go back. We can, but we need 5 or 6 people. So we could get a 1 DPS increase. 1.15, but that's not really here nor there. Let's give him that hammer for short. Oh, wow, that looks cool. I like that. We need 6 people to upgrade it? Yeah. Figures. It's a masterwork hammer. It's exquisite, so that's good. So if we want to upgrade him, we have 10 iron ingots currently. It would cost us a bit to upgrade it. So 2, 4, 6, 8. That's most of our iron. Can we upgrade these? No. Okay. We can upgrade the Mage Bait helmet, which would be kind of neat. Gives it 0.5 extra armor. Or we can upgrade these armors as well, which gives them more armor. But it costs a ton of iron to do that. Okay, so new plan. Maybe we should have him wearing bronze armor. It's not a terrible idea. We'll start replacing his stuff with bronze as we get it. But Barrick. So Barrick is at 13 armor now. He is actually on par with Lantry, but he needs more armor. So let's upgrade it. Yup. Expensive. Very expensive. There we go. So now he's sitting at 15 armor. That's pretty good. Alright, we're going to get out of here.
reason to tarry.
There's nothing really else for us to do at the moment. We're going to keep the Magebane helm for the time being, because I want to wait till we have a better helmet to replace it with. And there's nothing really better we can get at the moment. We can also travel apparently immediately between the Mountain Spire and the Sunset Spire. We're going back to court to go explain what has been going on. Hopefully we can tell him some good things. We awakened another Spire, so that's probably important to tell him. Bled and Mark, do you have anything to say? Nope. How about a little breathing room, kid? Apparently not. Lady Lucretius. This well-dressed older woman stands apart from the milling crowds of nobles. She stares off into the distance, oblivious to your approach until you're right in front of her. Oh, greetings! She offers a reserved smile. Anda Lucretus, formerly of Thistleholm. You have the look of someone who belongs here. A fate binder, no doubt, she nods. Do you need anything from me? What is Thistleholm? A great sigh deflates her. It was my family's ancestral hall. The oldest stones dated back to the years when the bastard city was not but a dozen roofs and wagons clustering for warmth. Compared to the houses of the great lords, it was nothing special. Age had softened the wood, and its queer placement in the warehouse district set it apart from the finer grounds where lords and ladies strolled for amusement. It was a mess, but our mess all the same. I would invite you over for tea, something stronger even, but it would only disappoint you. You'll find naught there but a gaping hole. What happened? Collateral damage happened. When the adjudicator cast his judgment on the bastard city, he destroyed the districts of corrupt merchant kings, their manors, their counting houses, and yes, their warehouses. Aged, dignified Thistleholm collapsed as a massive sinkhole opened under her foundation. The bastard city's laws may not have been perfect by Kairos' standards, but my family followed them with respect and never took a copper ring more than we deserved. I can't help but feel that my estate was not the criminal Tunon had in mind during his sentencing. So what are you going to do next? That is the question, isn't it? I appealed to the adjudicator, thinking he would see reason. After considering my case for all of 8 seconds, he awarded me with the belt of rings and a plot of land on the outskirts of the city. Tunon told me to build anew and start farming. Farming? Can you believe that? She shakes her head. It's not even that I'm opposed to the labor, but we're in a war. I can't have the Scarlet Chorus breathing down my neck, raiding my crops, and Kairos knows what else. Kairos' laws are made to serve the masses, not the individual. I can appreciate that, especially when there's suffering or corruption on a grand scale. It makes all sense on parchment, doesn't it? She glances to the left and right with unease. I come from a long line of smart, ring-savvy merchants, but even I can't reconcile Tunon's justice with Kairos' laws. There's something wrong about it. Maybe Tunon knows something I don't, or maybe... She trails off, shaking her head in doubt. What do you mean? People come here for justice. They usually get a version of it, but it's Tunon's version, not theirs. Half the time they don't even get what they wanted out of a ruling in their favor. She shakes her head. The deed to a farm, for instance. Not to put my own ignorance on display, but if more people knew how Kairos' laws worked, they might not come here seeking ruling at all, even a fair one. Tunon is a servant of law, but he is the overlord's vassal as much as any of us. Sometimes it seems like he uses his position to twist everything into the Empire's favor. We are just pieces on a board, and he can move us wherever the law justifies that we stand. That doesn't sound legal. I can only endeavor to bring true justice to the Tears. At least one of Kairos' agents has their heart in it. I'm still holding out hope that the Tears are left standing after this war and that Kairos' peace makes something great of us. A lady can hope, can't she? Farewell, Fatebinder. Be well. That sucks. Sinkhole. Brutal. Let's go talk to Tunan. Fatebinder, you look as if you require my counsel. No, actually I don't. How about you? The Fatebinder watches you warily as you approach, but it is only the final breath of distance that you recognize its gaze is not following you, but on the blood and mud-caked beast woman at your heels. The hardened warrior stands stiff but ready. His hand rests on the iron hilt of his halberd, but he does not lift the weapon from its holster. Is there nowhere you'll not traipse, creature of darkness? He demands. Is there no hovel in any realm that you beasts fear? Did not come here for Fatebinder, or did not come hunting for Fatebinder. Beast woman chuffs and tosses Nanoval a deadly grin. Her crimson eyes are bright with recognition, delight, and desire as they rove the Fatebinder of war slowly from helm to boot. But Beast Woman can see Fatebinder called Nunaval has remembered kills and shadows vengeance. Yep. He bristles, and for a moment you worry he might actually attack. As if I could forget, he taps his chest plate with two meaty fingers hard enough that it nearly dents. I am not the same as I once was. Try to carve me another memento, beast, and I'll wear your pelt around my loins. The massive Beast Woman cocks her head to one side, studying her prey. Beast Woman, too, has grown and changed. Lost tribe, lost Havenlands, follows Alpha, who is human. She sniffs in disdain, who is male, to survive. She sits back on her haunches and huffs, allowing the tension between them to ease. Nunaval considers her words before nodding once, gruffly, setting the matter aside for the time being. He offers you a strange smile. Come, let us speak freely. Anyone want to tell me what in Kairos' name that was about? She bobs, momentarily excited before settling down. Her rough, mauve tongue dangles, dripping saliva between her fangs as she chortles and yips deeply. Shadow Hunter, too, wants to hear. Tell humans what happened, she teases the Fatebinder of war. It is a story I do not care to tell now or ever, Nunaval retorts. He flicks his gaze from the Beast Woman to you, clearly struggling to rein in his temper. But a shorter explanation that may sate you is this. Once, I lacked a healthy appreciation for the beast tribes of Haven. Your monstrous friend here took someone very dear to me to correct my indiscretion. He grunts, his red hair, beard a trembling flame, and that is all I will speak on the matter. I have claimed the Spire at Vendrian's Well. So the Court's whispers are true. The Fatebinder rubs his fingers along the underside of his chin, pondering his thoughts with great weight. After a moment he offers you a wistful sort of smile. Someday I would like to witness for myself this tower that has risen above the realms like a blade thrust into the sky. Good. I guess that's it for you. Regards, Eltimar. You look as if you need something. Not from you, apparently. Fatebinder, you return. But not to talk to you, I guess. Let's go see what Mocking Blaze, Bitterquip, Blood Mulch, see if they have anything to say to me, and then we'll head out of here. Maybe this isn't where we need to go. The Chorus gang boss regards you with a look of frank hostility. The Fifth Eye was important to us. Even if Mighty Tanan gave you a pass, the gangs won't forget it. If you're ever feeling generous, feel free to spend a few healthy Oathbreakers to the Voices. We can always use fodder for the front lines, only if it doesn't cause too many problems with your new alliance. You'll make our time in the Tears an interesting one, won't you? He smiles for an uncomfortably long time. Of course you will. Let's go talk to the other guys, and then we'll get out of here. I think we're pretty much... Oh, Zidenia's here. Maybe we should talk to her. Aurora is also here. I am duty-bound to remain civil to you in this vaunted court, but do not push it, traitor. I have returned to the bastard city in an effort to salvage what is little is left of the Forgebound now that it's scattered to the winds. Oh, did we choose the Bronze Brotherhood by accident? I thought we didn't, but maybe we did. No, we're definitely with the Forgebound. Didn't we? Maybe? I don't know. We'll figure that out later, I guess.
Let's be off.
Let us be off indeed. We gotta find out where to go. We need the world map. We could return to Vendrian's Well, which actually might be what we need to do at this point. We might also have to go give in that stupid helmet. to proceed. Although, we shouldn't have to. Let's go see if we can unlock a new one up here. I remember the last time we touched the sigil, that's where it sent us, was to get the next spire. So hopefully, if we do that again, it will also send us to the next spire. Maybe? You feel as if your reach has broadened. You feel the push and pull of your influence growing throughout the tiers. If you concentrate, it would appear you can begin the same trance that showed you glimpses of the previous spire. Let's do it. Once more you touch the sculpture, and once more your mind is flooded with sensation. This time, your senses leave... This time, of your senses leaving your body and floating up, higher even than the mountain spire, until all of Tyranny is beneath your feet. From high above you see the mystic currents moving about Tyranny, billowing clouds of every color that churn about the realms. Even from this great vantage point, the cyclones and currents of magic fill you with dread and foreboding. Mystic currents. As you near the mystic currents, you hear inchoate voices, commands, proclamations, the stuff of edicts. All across Tyranny, the edicts of Kairos, some centuries old, still live on, their arcane signatures bright as the midday sun, seemingly stronger than the day they were proclaimed. As your senses float away from the arcane turbulence, you are struck by the fact that the land untouched by the edicts appears to be the minority. Even lands long ago conquered by Kairos are still haunted by edicts, whether because they still linger from the olden days of conquest, or if they are cast more recently to suppress rebellion, your senses cannot glean. Maybe Eb has something to say on the matter? She nods as we approach. Nope. Anyone to talk to up here? There's a bedroll. We could rest here, but we don't really need to. Siren is also here. It appears they just go to the next area. Let's head down to Ascension Hall. Maybe we need to... Yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to do. We're almost out of time on this video anyways, but we'll check the Ascension Hall, see if there's anything new going on here. And then we'll figure it out from there. Maybe I'll take a momentary break to look around after this video, and then we'll figure out where we're supposed to go. Ari nods in your direction. If you have any questions for me, feel free to voice them. How are the Vendrian Guard doing? Bringing some order to the well has given us opportunity to regroup and consider our priorities. When you get right down to it, our collective is only as old as the second year of Kairos' invasion. We have a lot of room to grow, but our roots are planted in shallow soil. We agree that Kairos' forces must unconditionally withdraw from the tiers, but that is starting to look like the only point of firm accord. She frowns. It's a good thing that we've galvanized the rest of the tiers to strike back, because what we have on our own wouldn't carry this rebellion far. It must feel strange inviting Tinon's servant into the fold. She flashes an anxious smile. It was a gamble, but I'd say you've exceeded our expectations so far. Keep it up, and one of these days I might sleep through the night. Her tone dips, and she struggles to meet your gaze. I probably don't say this enough, but the fact that you're part of Tinon's court has done more for the rebellion than any number of swords or shields. It shows the people that Kairos' offensive is weaker than they think. The Archons don't have their affairs in order, and the conquest they thought so close to finish is splitting at the seams. So, thank you. When we tell our grandchildren about how we almost bowed to a tyrant's rule, you will always be the one who steered the course of events for the better. No matter what happens next, that much will hold true. I don't know about that. I might not, because I might take this whole empire for myself and rule with an iron fist. I will become the new Kairos. Yeah, I like the sound of that. There's nobody here. There are clearly areas where we're supposed to go. You can see them on the world map. Maybe we just click on them and hope for the best, but it doesn't seem like that's the way we do things, but we'll take a look. Worst case scenario, I look it up in between videos. So yeah, or just play around until I figure it out between videos, which generally is more likely what I'll do. This is the main gate. Who would have thought? Zone transition. Let's take a look at where we can go. Maybe it opened a new path for us, but we will see. Because like there's Ironhearth, Burning Library, the Cacophony, Sentinel Stand. But I mean, we really have nowhere else to go. We have Sunset Spire we've already been to. We've been to the court. We can't go to anywhere else at this point in time, apparently. Unless there's something I'm desperately missing. But there is not. Let's go up here one more time for 1 second. Maybe there's something we missed up here. Maybe we had to press a button or something. Or maybe we just have to go talk to somebody that we were missing out on. Yeah, this has got nothing for us to click on. Who's Tyranny again? Oh, he's the other... No, he's a different guy. What does he do again? Unique weapons, right. Show me what you have for sale. Ravager is a pretty nice bow. It's only 4 verse. It's a nice bow, though. Not really useful. Pyre string bow. Iron heater shield might be good. Is it good? It is... yeah, quite good, actually. Alright. I guess we're going to have to take a look around and figure out how to move on. So, I'm going to end this video here. We're going to go find people to talk to, figure out what to do, and in the next video we'll move on with the game. So like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.